तौ सन्तोषयता सन्तौ श्रीलरूपसनातनौ दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्यातपर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः. So what we are going to see. So till now we discussed in the yesterday's class Kesha. Kesha Shabda, how we should take. Kesha Shabda, if you take, so a literal meaning. So Vishnu is saying Kesha. Lord Vishnu is just plucking out his two hair. And Atmanha, so Rama Krishna, Sita Krishna. So Atmanaha, what is that sloka? Ujjahara. Ujjahara Atmanaha Keshav. Plucked out two hairs. This is the sloka. We saw the meaning of this. This Vishnu Purana sloka, if you take directly meaning, Sita Krishna, Krishna Balaram are avatara of the, are the manifesting from the hair of Vishnu. So that kind of confusion may possible there. Then to resolve that, we saw the commentary given by the Sridhar Swami. This is a Vishnu Purana statement, Ujjahara Atmana Keshav. On that we have seen the commentary from Sridhar Swami. And also we have seen Mukta Falatika. And from this we understood the meaning, what right meaning we should take. And also we have seen Kesha meaning you should not take Amsha, part and parcel. That is also not correct. क्यों तोड़ रहा है क्यों उसको? गारंटी काम आएगा ना एक्चुअली. If we spoil it within 3 months, you can get new one. So then further discussion, we are going forward to this. We cannot take Kesha as Amsha. So why Avipluta Sarvashaktitvena Sakshat Adipurushatvasya Nischetum Seva Nischetum Shakyatvat Krishna Vishnavadi Shabdanam Avisheshataha Paryayatva Pratitescha. Kesha Shabdaha, if you take Amsha, then Krishna and Balaram, they are the Amsha of the Vishnu. This is also not proper way of taking the meaning. We should not take like that. Because Krishna is Adi Purusha and he is not the Amsha of the Vishnu. And Adi Purushatvasya Nischetum Shakyatvat. You cannot take the meaning of like that. Krishna is Adi Purusha. So that's why you cannot take Kesha means Amsha. Nayevam avatarantareshu kasyava anyasya janmadinam jayanti jayantyakyayati prasiddham. And one more point we are giving. There is no another avatara which is widely used Jayanti word is widely used for that. Whose avatara? For whose avatara we use widely Jayanti, Ashtami, Krishna Jayanti? For whose avatara this Jayanti word is used most prominently? Krishna. Only Krishna. न एवं अवतारांतरेषु कस्य वा अन्यस्य जन्मदिनं जयन्त्याख्यायाति आख्यायाति प्रसिद्धम अतएव उक्तम महाभारते. That's why in the Mahabharata also said. So that's why Mahabharata also said Bhagavan Vasudevascha kirtyatetra sanatanaha shashvatam brahma paramam yogidyeyam niranjanam. Even in the Mahabharata also said. We are seeing from other scriptures. So what Mahabharata is saying, Vasudeva is the Bhagavan, Sanatanaha, Shashvatam, Brahma Paramam, Yogi Dhyayam, Niranjanam. He is the Brahman, it is said here. Tasya Akala Kalitatvam. Tasya Akala Kalitatvam. We are giving various reasons why Krishna is only the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not the Vishnu. So because Jayanti word is used prominently to the only appearance of Krishna, not for other avatars. And also Krishna is glorified in the Mahabharata how? He is a Shashvatam Brahma Paramam. He is a Shashvatam Brahma. And also Krishna is beyond the time. He is not influenced by the time. Yoyam kalaha tasya ye avyakta bandho chesta mahu. So time is just, it is his action. The activity of the Lord is nothing but time. When Lord opens his eyes and closes, time is created and finished. Yes, time is the action of the Lord's body. Who is saying? Brahmaji is saying. No, it's the 10th canto, 3rd chapter. Not, sir, these devatas are saying. The Devaki saying. So Devaki saying. So Krishna is beyond the time. And also, Natasmatenad sadangri pankajam virinchi vairincha surendra vanditam Parayanam kshemamihecchatam param nayatra kala prabhave para prabhu. Ityadau Dwarakavasi Vakyecha. Dwarakavasi, 11th chapter. Dwarakavasi is there saying about the Krishna. Natahasmate Radha Sadangri Pankajam. What is the translation? O Lord, we perpetually bow down to your lotus feet, which are worshipped by Brahma, his sons, and the king of the Devas, Indra, which are the supreme shelter of those in this world who aspire for the ultimate welfare, and over which time the supreme ruler has no influence at all. Krishna is completely beyond the, he is not influenced by the time, he is beyond the time. They are just some statements we are giving. Even in the other places, Krishna avatara is is not ordinary, and it is beyond the time, and it's special. And in the Prabhasa Kanda, in the Skanda Purana, so Prabhasa Kanda, Purushottama Khanda, Kasi Khanda, Dwarika Khanda, Mathura Khanda, all these are all there in Skanda Purana. In the Skanda Purana Prabhasa Kanda, so what is said? Ataha yat Prabhasa Kanda. Oh, so he is not influenced by the time. Krishna is also not influenced by the time. And yeah. So that's a white hair and black hair. White hair is indicating the influence of time. So that kind of meaning we should not take. In the Prabhasa Kanda, what we are seeing, Keshasya Balatvamevacha Tat Sitimnaha Kalakruta Palita Lakshanatvamev cha darshitam tasya shariranam sushka vairagya pratipadana prakaranapatitattvena suramartra nirjarata prasiddhatvena cha amukyardatvat na swarthe pramanya. In the Prabhasa Kanda, we are seeing the meaning of this white hair as the indicator of the age. Kalakruta phalita lakshanattvameva. Sitimnaha Kalakruta Falita Lakshanatvam cha darshitam. In the Prabhasa Kanda, we are seeing white hair is indicating the age. So that means old age. White hair is indicating old age in the Prabhasa Kanda. There it is taken like that. Why it is taken like that? Because that prakarana is dealing what? That prakarana is dealing about the Sushka Vairagya Pratipadana Prakarana. Saririnam. Saririna. That means that prakarana is belong to the Jivatma. So in that case, if you say this white hair is indicating the old age, is proper only there. So we should see the prakarana actually. You cannot use that this white hair of the Vishnu is indicating the old age of the Vishnu. Because that prasanga is different. Vishnu is beyond the Kala. He is not influenced by the Kala. But in the case of sleeping, Tirumala is. But if this prakarana in the Prabhasa Kanda is indicating, white hair is indicating the age. Because that is telling about Jivatma. That prasanga belongs to the Jivatma. I am also feeling sleep. Sale sab log so jaye. Brahma yena ityarabhya Vishnur yena dashavatara grahane kshipto mahasangate rudre yena kapala panirabhito bhikshatanam karitam ityado tasmai namah karmane iti Garuda Vachanavat. Now we have the statement from the Garuda Purana. What is saying this? I offer observance to the cosmic law of karma, which, like a potter, restrained Brahma within the pot in the form of universe, which cast Lord Vishnu into great tribulation by impelling him to accept 10 avatars, which made Rudra go begging with a skull in his hand. and by the power of which the sun rotates. Here, what is said in Brahmayena, that means by the karma, Brahmaji is creating, Vishnu is maintaining, getting the Dasavataras. And by the karma, so karma made Rudra to beg, and karma made sun to rotate. So what it mean? Like this, you should take in the previous. केशस्य एव बालत्वमेव च तत् सितम्नः कालकृत फलितलक्षणत्वमेव च दर्शितम्. तस्य शरीरिणां शुष्कवैराग्यप्रतिपादन प्रकरणपतितत्वेन सुरमात्रनिर्जरता प्रसिद्धत्वेन च अमुख्यार्थत्वात् न स्वार्थे. In Prabhasakanda, we take meaning of Kesha as what? Hair, Balat, Balatvam, and also whiteness of the hair is taken, we took as that gray, turning, hair is turning to the gray, is we took as aging. In Prabhasakanda, why we are taking like that? And Vishnu Purana, we are not taking like that. Kesha is equal to hair. And we are not, Kesha means what we took according to Vishnu Purana? We took Kesha, but we figuratively we took. That means Kesha means hair. But according to the Sridhar Swami commentary, Kesha means what is taken, hair only taken. But he is saying that this hair is indicating that it is indicating the easiness for the Vishnu, how he can easily do the maintenance. That is represented by the hair there. And whiteness of the hair is not representing Vishnu became old, but that whiteness is representing only so that avatara Balaram is going to come and to maintain this. That is the indication by the hair there in the Vishnu Purana. And also we didn't take Kesha as Amsha. This kind of meaning also we didn't take. In Vishnu Purana, we didn't take Kesha as directly as the hair, and from the hair, directly from the hair, Krishna is coming, and this white hair is indicating the, so Vishnu became old. So like that direct meaning we didn't take there. Because if you take that, then whole prakarana virodha will come, opposition to the previous and the next slokas of that. So that's why we should not take there. And also Siddhanta Viruddha is happening. So Vishnu is getting white hair. That means that is indicating the aging of Vishnu. Then what will happen? So Vishnu is also affected by the time. But we are seeing Vishnu is not affected by the time in many places. Is already proved. So Krishna or Vishnu, they are not affected by the. We are seeing the Krishna and Vishnu are simultaneously used words. So we are seeing Krishna in the many places of the Shastra and other places. Krishna and Vishnu are not affected by the time. So that's why you should not take their white hair means aging, and hair means so directly hair. You should not take. And also we should not take hair means their amsha, because so that Kesha hair is representing Krishna and Balaram, but they are not amsha of anything. They are the so Purnatvam. Krishna is Purna. So that's why you should not take amsha. Kesha means amsha. This meaning also should not take. But in the Prabhasa Kanda, we are taking Kesha as hair and white hair as aging, because that context is what is telling about the Sushka Vairagya Pratipadana Prakarana Patitatva. Saririnam is Jivatmas who are having the material body. Saririnam, who that means about the living entities, their Vairagya, their dry renunciation is established in that. So that's why it is about Jivatma. So that's why you can take there. Direct meaning only you can take. You don't need to take, you not need to wait for authority of someone. Without authority, that means someone should come and tell the meaning of this. That kind of authority is not necessary there. Direct mukhya vritti, mukhya meaning you can take. But in the case of Vishnu Purana, you need authority to say. That means Sridhar Swami is saying, his authority is saying that you should not take the meaning of the direct hair in the Vishnu Purana. That authority is needed there to decide the meaning. But in the case of Prabhasa Kanda, authority is not necessary. So that's here why nobody, you here also we need some authority commentary, and someone should say it for us. One may argue like this, to take hair as hair only as actual meaning. So where you should take, where you should not take, all the time someone should say. Like that, opposition may argue with you. But we are saying, oh, not every time we need authority to take the special meaning. Only to take the special meaning we need authority, but to take the normal meaning, we don't need any authority. That is said about the Prabhasa Kanda. Suramatra nirjarata aprasiddhatvena cha amukyardatvat na swardhe praman na swardhe na pramanyam. So that's why there is no need of authority. Because we know commonly that these demigods are not affected by the age, they are not having old age, and it is Saririna means this is simple Jivatmas, and yes, they are having this white hair that is indicating the aging. That's possible. And then example is given here actually. Garuda Vachana Vat. What is that example is given? That means we don't need any authority here. Direct meaning can be taken. So in this respect, it resembles the following description from Garuda Purana. What is that? Brahma yena ityarabhya Vishnur yena dashavatara grahane kshiptaha mahasankate rudraha yena kapala panibhirataha bhikshatanam karitam ityado tasmai namah karmane iti Garuda Vachanavat. How to apply this? In the Garuda Purana, what is said? Brahmaji is Brahma yena. What is full sloka? We don't know also. Vishnu yena. That means Brahma by which, Vishnu by which, Shiva by which. Brahma by which is like a potter. Brahma became potter by that. Potter, what he does? He create the pots. Like, like a potter, Brahmaji is creating various living entities. Like a potter, how he creates the pot. By which? By karma. By karma, Vishnu is taking the Dashavataras. By karma, Rudra is Bhikshatanam, begging. Bhikshatanam Karitam. So this is the Garuda Purana statements. Ityado Tasmai Namah Karmane iti Garuda Vachanavat. So that context is what? Karma is glorified actually. Tasmai Namah Karmane. To karma, I am paying obeisances. Like who is saying? Agni. Iti Garuda is saying. How that means this verse is example actually. The example to take the main meaning. Huh? And also sun rotates. Karma is given more priority and karma is glorified. That's what is said. So what is establishing actually? So actually, What Jiva Goswami is mentioning here actually. We cannot subject Krishna to or Vishnu to his subject to the time actually. They are aging, they are getting aged by the time. That kind of thing statements we should not. It's that kind of meanings we should not derive. And also he is saying that uh, some other places will take the so as it is meaning. Here, why this statement came here? Sri actually Babaji writes, Sri Jiva Goswami gives an example from Garuda Purana to further elucidate his point. The verse cited depicts the cosmic law of karma as troubling even great responsibilities, great personalities such as Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. The point here is not to certify karma as supreme and as holding sway even over these three, but to show its inviolable authority for those under his jurisdiction. This verse is included within Niti, not within philosophy or theology. It relates that karma acts Vishnu. So what it is indicating, Krishna, Vishnu is subjected to by the karma, subjected to get avatars. Brahmaji is becoming a potter, is making, and Shiva is begging by the influence of karma. Karma is that is it philosophy? It's not philosophy or theology, but it is only it's just cheating sentences. This this is this kind of statements you should take that just to some moral principle to establish some morality. So it is said that means to glorify karma. So and to say that karma is inviolable authority for those under its instruction. So that's just to say that kind of to convey that kind of message. So those statements are said. So that's why we should know it's a philosophy. Is it going to establish philosophy or otherwise? It is just arthavakyam, arthavada. That means glorifying the karma or certain thing. And while glorifying the karma, so we are seeing the inferiority of the Vishnu under the karma. So that kind of siddhanta it is not establishing. That is the point he is saying. Here also, you should not uh, take the direct meaning actually. That means this white hair is the Vishnu is who became old and Krishna appeared from the hair. So that you should not take. If you take like that, so then no, that's wrong. There's a viruddha is happening to the previous and later statements. Like in this, actually, he's giving example for Skanda Purana is giving example for that. One more. That means this statement. This example is for the total. That's a Keshava Avatara. So there here also just to emphasize karma, Vishnu is shown as inferior to the karma. So this how in this statement this is not going to establish philosophy. Same way there also Vishnu's hair is not establishing the philosophy actually. It's just indicating that some other it's conveying other meaning. Like here karma is glorified better than the Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu. Just to say that no one can escape from the loss of karma. So just to depict that like that. Understand? So the kincha tat pratipadanaya मत्स्यावताद्यवताराणां मत्स्यादि शब्द साम्येन चलोक्तिरेव यम. And what else? Incha tat pratipadanaya matsyadhyavataranam matsyadi sabda samyena chaloktireva evam. So later statement, that's a chalokti. That means karma is superior to the Brahma and Vishnu Shiva. Karma is cause for the Vishnu to take the Dashavataras. Yeah, chaloktireva evam is a deceptive statement. Just it is uh, it is promoting the karma's uh, unavoidability. We cannot avoid the karma. By employing words like matsya, which apply equally to fish. And also, if Matsya Avatara is also called as Matsya, fish, it is also Chalokti. That means now Varaha, you are saying Varaha. Is Varaha? Is big? Varaha Avatara is Vishnu actually. Is a Krishna, is a Vishnu. And now you are calling him as Varaha. Is a pig and is a fish. Calling all the avatars with those names, pig, fish, tortoise, these are all also Chalokti. Like these are all Chalokti, like that also. Tat Pratipadanaya, just to establish karma. So that is said how karma, to establish the greatness of karma, just it is said that by the karma, Krishna is Vishnu is taking the Dasavataras. Example he is giving that establishing karma superior to that Vishnu is Chalokti. Example is giving calling the avatars as fish and so is also Chalokti. Uh, 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 yes. So, and these avatars of Vishnu, such as Matsyadev. So those are all avatars of the Vishnu, and they are not, they are not fish actually. Like we get the fish body, that is different. That is due to karma. But Vishnu is getting the fish body, tortoise body, and now you say Vishnu is tortoise, then that is not correct actually. Yeah.
See, if we say that all the avatars are eternal, okay, so then taking the form of fish or tortoise or this pig, all that form also eternal form. So then, what is we have to say that the Matsya avatar still we are using the Matsya, correct? Fish we are using eternally.
Huh?
At least Jivatma, sometime he takes the body of fish or something, but Vishnu eternally he is a fish.
Huh.
So
So what happened?
eternally he was in the form of fish only.
Uh,
So then he is a fish only, na?
he is.
He is a fish only, na?
What is your question, bro? But he's not fish what we are seeing. That is the point actually. Yes. He's not fish, which is you can whom you can not that fish. That is the meaning here. If you say fish means what you understand. Fish means immediately what you get. He's not that fish. That's the point.
Actually, other religion people, they criticize our religion because of this. That how can Lord take the form of Vishnu or fish, the tortoise, pig? How is it possible? So that means he's because according to them, other than human, all living entities are very insignificant. They think it because they don't consider them as like a soul. They don't consider it. Yeah.
Yeah. So finally, so Lord's these avatars are not like the avatars due to kala, actually karma. Because of karma, he is not getting all these bodies. So that's why ultimately, whatever that Prabhasa Kanda statement, sorry, Garuda Purana statement, so time is superior and is cause for lords to get the various avatars, is the Chalokti only. It's deceptive statement. So the following verse, so you can see one more verse. Aho kanaka dauratmyam sarva nirvaktum kena yujyate nama samyada sauyasya dustaropi madaprada. Aho kanaka dauratmyam nirvaktum yena ujyate. Kanaka dauratmyam. Kanaka means gold. Gold's dauratmyam. Nirvaktum kena yujyate. It is from Nama Samya Dasau Yasya Dustaropi Madaprada. Kanakasya Dhauratmyam Kena Vaktum Kena Nirvaktum Yujjate. Who can tell the who can describe the Dhauratmya means evil. Dustara. That means Dustaraha Dustaraha api Madapradaha. Huh? Huh. Madapradaha is intoxicating. Equal name Nama Samyat. Nama Samyat means so same name. Here Kanaka is who is the Kanaka? Hmm? Babai, how he translated? Alas, who can describe the evil of gold? Huh? Kanaka Dauratmyam. Dustara is intoxicating. The poisonous fruit of the Dustara plant is intoxicating simply because it bears the same name as the gold. Huh? What is that? Dhustaraha. Dustara, Dhustaraha. Dhusturaha. दूसरा planet क्या है? Plant. अच्छा. Like it's and also flowers, big white flowers. That is Dustara. अच्छा. Like gold is also नशा देता है. अहो कनक दौरात्म्यम निर्वक्तुम केन युज्यते नाम साम्यात् असो यस्य दुस्तरोपि मदप्रदः. Also, when describe the evil of gold, Dhustura, the poisonous fruit of the Dustara plant, is intoxicating simply because it bears the same name as gold. This is example is given, na, actually. Uh, what is our main point? So Matsya Avatara is there, but you are calling him as Matsya. Is actually is not correct, na, actually. Lord is taking Matsya Avatar means now he is not becoming fish actually. And you cannot say that means by the time, so he is also coming under the clutches of Maya and becoming fish. And can you call him as a fish? No, it is avatar actually. And it is not the just becoming fish. So he took that form actually, avatara. So avatara calling as Matsya is kapata actually. Kapatata. And similarly here, this so just the following verse provides an example for such a deceptive usage. For deceptive usage, following example is given. This is dustura, dusturaha. Dusturaha is a plant actually. is a plant which, yeah, and whose name is also gold, Kanaka. Ah. Is a poisonous fruit of Dustra plant and is intoxicating simply because it bears the same name as.
nature. So, but we can't take it that fruit like gold.
Hmm?
So similarly, these avatars also we cannot consider like a real like like a fish.
चलो इसको कल देखेंगे. इसको देखना पड़ेगा. हरि ओम तत्सत. How he is comparing that with that example we have to see clearly.